Appreciate you asking. Um, do you confirm your previous consent for me to record this interview?
Yes,
Who are you?
I am Doyle Kaufman.
Where do you work and how long have you been there in your role?
So I retired from the military and I've been retired for about 6 months,
How long were you in the military?
26 years.
That's extensive. Um, I'm going to have you reflect upon, well, not your current job, you're retired, but a previous job that you've had. And my first question is, which industry was representative of the organization? What was your role, and how long have you been or were you in that position? Consider your greatest career achievement in that role. Provide details, including the time period and the person's products and services involved. What management principles, strategies, or processes did you employ that you believe led to this effective organizational outcome? And why do you consider this achievement to have been so impactful?
So I would go back to when I was a first sergeant. I was a first sergeant for 18 months and I was deployed for most of that time. And probably my greatest achievement was when I took over, the unit morale was pretty much zero because there was a lot of negative stuff going on. So I sat down with all the soldiers individually and then with all the key leaders and stuff and made a plan and figured out what everybody thought about the situation and ways to make it better. And so I pretty much turned it completely around and everyone was actually happy to come to work as before when they didn't want to go to work.
Okay, excellent. When you say deployed, where were you deployed to?
So it was during COVID. So I was in Kuwait, but I was in charge of, I had people in 5 different countries.
Okay, excellent. What again? What makes you consider this achievement to have been so impactful?
Because I actually listened to the soldiers and made them feel like they were important and like their needs and concerns were actually heard.
Was this impactful to your mission?
It was, yes.
Do you want to expand on that?
So it made everybody actually want to come to work because there's a lot of people that pretty much shut down and didn't want to talk to anybody and would just they just had a negative outlook.
Okay, and this is due to things that happened prior to you taking that position, and of course, now they're deployed away from families, and COVID is going on during all of this. Okay, was that is that be the case? You think?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of negative stuff that was a lot of the soldiers directly affected them and they were involved in the situation and confused as to why it happened.
Okay. Um, Thank you. What I'm gonna go to is I'm gonna go and go to this matrix. It has characteristics. And you're gonna rate how you felt you did in this situation. 1 through 5. One being never used, two is rarely used, three is used occasionally or sometimes, four is used often, and five is used always. And I'll start with the first characteristic, listening.
Listening would probably be a 5.
Okay. Empathy
That'd definitely be a 5.
and healing,
A 5.
awareness,
Be a 5.
persuasion,
4.
conceptualization,
Probably a 4.
foresight,
5.
stewardship,
5.
commitment to growth of people,
That'd be a 5.
interest in building community.
That'd be a 4.
Okay. I'm going to move on to the next question. Um, Consider, well, actually, hold on. I may have gotten ahead of myself. All right. If you can please provide an example of how just one of the characteristics was used in the realization of this achievement.
I saw everyone's morale get boosted up and uh yeah,
Which
they
which,
they
char-
were.
which characteristic?
Which character are the ones you just asked me?
Yeah, yeah. Just pick one, and then you can go ahead and explain. Sorry to cut you off. I apologize.
Probably empathy.
Okay, go ahead.
Bec- because I was actually, actually took the time to sit and talk with people and find out how they were affected in ways that we could change the situation and make them, feel more happy to be there.
Okay, great. Thank you. Um, Now I want you to consider one significant challenge, preferably with one that has an ethical dilemma you previously faced in that role. How did you handle it, and what was the outcome? Provide details including the time period, persons, products, services, competition, market conditions, etc. That may have been involved. Go ahead.
So it's kind of a weird situation, but one that was a ethical dilemma was the same deployment. There was senior leaders that were trying to set each other up and say that they were doing sharp related things to one another, and they were trying to get junior soldiers to take sides and say this person did this. And I overheard some of that, and so I sat down and talked to the senior leader and the junior soldiers, and explained to him how that's it's not something we should be doing. Um, telling lies about other people just to get them in trouble because they were upset about something.
Okay, and when you say sharp, you mean sexual harassment, sexual assault cases,
Yes,
and they were gonna try to set them up as if they did something that they didn't.
yes,
That is quite the ethical dilemma.
yes.
Um, all right, I'm gonna go take you to another matrix here, and it's gonna be similar to the other one. I'm gonna once again read you what the 1 through 5 is. 1 is never used, 2 is rarely used, 3 is used occasionally or sometimes, 4 is used often, and 5 is used always. And this is in reference to what you just talked about. Okay, so the first one is listening,
That'd be 5.
empathy,
Be a 5.
healing,
5,
awareness,
5,
persuasion,
5,
conceptualization,
5,
foresight,
5,
stewardship,
5,
commitment to growth of people,
5,
interest in building community.
5.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to move on to the next question. What was the mission, vision, and strategy of the organization, and how essential is the entrepreneurial mindset in achieving the mission, vision, and strategy of the organization?
So the mission during that time was we were an EOD unit, explosive ordnance disposal. So we were, taking care of situations where there was threats, and then they were taking uh, anytime some of the local community reached out to us and said, "Hey, this person is doing something they shouldn't be doing," and we go out there and handle it.
How would you, without getting into too much detail, how what are some of the ways you would have to handle it? Your unit, that is.
We'd have to go and recover bombs or unexploded ordnance, roadside bombs, and also there was times where things went off, and it was kind of like we also had a lab, kind of like NCIS, to where if things happened, we would get the stuff that was involved and analyze it and see if we could find out who did it and stuff like that, so we could, go capture the criminals.
So even being in Kuwait, it seems like you guys had a really dangerous job with EOD.
Yes, 'cause we had people in Kuwait, and then there'd also be stuff coming from Afghanistan and a bunch of different other countries. So it was we were based out of Kuwait, but it reached to the 5 different countries.
Okay. Um, That's phenomenal. I'm going to move into the final matrix, which is a little different than the other two. This is entrepreneurial mindset matrix. So it's also got some characteristics, and it's also going to be numbered 1 through 5. I'll give that to you again. 1 is never used. 2 is rarely used. 3 is used occasionally or sometimes. 4 is used often, and 5 is used always. The first one is going to be need to achieve.
For that situation,
Just for the mission, the entrepreneurial mindset,
that'd be a 5.
openness to experience,
4.
innovative/creative ability,
That'd be a 5.
risk propensity.
5.
I had a feeling on that one. Proactivity and work ethic,
5.
entrepreneurial self-efficacy,
That'd be a 4.
and internal locus of control.
That'd be a 4.
Okay, thank you so much. That concludes the interview today. Once again, I appreciate you taking out the time with me today, and it was good talking to you again.
Yep. Same here.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye.